Yo, 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 yo. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. On my end, it looks like it's hitting. Make it be a little louder. All right, let's see. What are we gonna do today? Whoa. Boom, boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me a minute. Let me just make sure everything is copacetic. All right, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. All right, so I just need to confirm audio. Yo, 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 yo. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me just check something. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome to the Musing Copa Pour Over series, and this is episode 13. Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend, a good Sunday, all that good stuff. Spend time with the people you should be spending time with. Um, so welcome. This is Musing Copa Pour Over series, and if you don't know by now what I do here or what I attempt to do here, is that I thoroughly enjoy coffee. And I thoroughly enjoy it through the process of a pour over. And I enjoy the process of making it and the process of tasting it. And to me, a pour over, humbly, the best way to fully taste a coffee bean, right? I think cupping is the actual thorough way to do it because that's when you're first trying out the bean, as far as what I've seen on videos, you know what I mean? But I really enjoy pour overs, my preferred way of drinking coffee if I can or we have the time, right? But I'll drink any coffee to be honest. But if I have time, make it a pour over. And I'm still far from actually making an actual professional level pour over every in each time. But the way I usually kind of try to scale it here for myself is just if I can get the taste notes of the coffee bean, and if it just just the taste to me, if it tastes bad, I don't think I did that way. I did either too much water, not enough water, probably the how much beans, the grams were off, whatever the case may be. And like I said, I'm not even weighing when I pour in the water. I'm kind of eyeballing it. So, but I really enjoy this, and we try and get better each time that we do this. So yeah, welcome. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And then today, before I get ahead of myself, today we have a lavender coffee boutique coffee bean from the Salamid Estate of Costa Rica. Salamid Estate from Costa Rica. So, as I always emphasize on this show, here in Denver, Colorado, we're pretty spoiled. If you're into coffee, you're probably going to be able to get really great coffee around the city, from the roasteries to the coffee shop. But I recently ran into this little coffee shop slash roastery or roastery slash coffee shop, I should say. It's called Lavender Coffee Boutique. If you're from around here, support and you like coffee, go check it out. Go get a coffee day now, I mean. Good little spot. And today we have a Costa Rica bean. We've done other this not no. I think this might actually be the first time I do a bean from Costa Rica. Yeah, because the other one was Nicaragua. Okay, yeah. First time I do a Costa Rica bean, and this is from Salamid Estate. It's fourth generation run, women owned, by daughter and mother. Let me find their name right because I did look for it. Let me find their name real quick to make sure I come proper. So Cecilia Hennes and her mother, Maria Gol. Fourth generation from and it's located in a valley called Cachi Orasi Valley. Basically, it's surrounded by volcanic mountains and volcanic soil. Elevation is about 1,000 to 1,200 above sea level. So basically, what makes this special place, and it seems to be the general pattern or environment for great coffee beans to be able to be grown, right? It's high elevation. There's a volcano somewhere, mountains, kind of in hilly places, you know. And today we got one from Costa Rica, Cachi Osori, women owned. So they're uh, as far as what I've seen, they've been around since the 1920s. As far as the farm, not the Lavender Coffee Boutique. That's the brand that brought us the actual bean for the fourth generation women owned, and since the 1920s, and they're known for sustainability, the way they grow coffee, the way they process coffee, right? So, yeah. So from Costa Rica, shout out to those beautiful sisters growing some amazing coffee. But yeah, Lavender Boutique. I really like what caught my attention. First, any coffee shop's gonna catch my attention. If I see a coffee shop, I'm gonna go in and see what's good, right? That's just coffee shops are like my gas stations. You know what I mean? You know how people like to go like frequent gas stations? I like to frequent coffee shops. That's kind of my thing, you know? I'm not looking for a corner store. I'm looking for a coffee shop close by. But anyways, so Lavender Coffee Boutique. But I really like how they added the name boutique in their brand. They're a coffee shop and a roastery. Like a little colorful packaging. So let's give them a little backstory. Coffee ritual wellness. We meticulously select the highest quality beans and roast them in small batches to unlock their inherent balance, sweetness, gentle acidity, and luxurious body. Experience the international difference. The Lavender Story. We believe the power of intention, starting with simple yet profound rituals of coffee. Our journey began with a desire to craft coffee with exceptional taste which also supports a balanced, energized, and thriving life. Let your daily ritual be step towards wellness. And I fuck with that. That's how I view coffee. To me, coffee is a medicine. Coffee is a tool. And yeah, but yeah. So, and this is best by 1014. So it was definitely roasted. It looks like it got the right bag. Smell, taste. Whew. I've been smelling it since I purchased it yesterday. So, but we're looking for raspberry, orange, blossom, silky body. And this was processed through honey as far as the wash process. So the honey definitely adds a little more to it. We've had the other coffee bean from Colombia from Lost Coffee. This was processed in honey too, which I got that episode. And this is a really light roast. This is a light roast. So we're just gonna see if we're gonna be able to get all those flavors we're looking for today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how many times I boil that damn water. So we got a good old Chemex filter. We're gonna go ahead and make sure we start forming it. And then we're gonna weigh the coffee beans. I'm thinking we're doing about 45 grams, about 700 milliliters of water, 765. There's that go. We're gonna go, and as you know, we're using the good old Chemex. We're gonna go 45 grams. Woo. Very good. Yeah, we'll do that. So I always like to do maybe a gram above, just in case, especially because I'm not using the best grinder right now. So just in case the grinder want to eat some shit up. But yeah, gonna hit it with some water real quick. Take a little bit, shake it, shake it, shake it. So 46 grams of coffee bean going in. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, I'm excited, yeah. I'm like mad excited. Like the smell of it. You can't. It's like smelling a bag of gummy worms. I'm not even fucking with y'all, man. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's like smelling a bag of really good gummy bears or gummy worms. All right, so filter on the Chemex. I'll go ahead and hit the grind real quick. It's kind of quick. I'm not gonna lie. I got disconnected real quick. Should I get all the necessary coffee? All right, alrighty. But damn, actually went kind of good. Oh, oh, yo, you can smell. Oh my God, bro. Every time I do this, oh, oh my, this blows my brain, bro. Blows my mind, literally. So we're gonna go ahead and spread it. So we're looking about brew 3 minutes, a minute. We're gonna let that heal. Let's push this inside. Get a still a good old V90. V90 kind of has turned into my regular office kind of coffee maker. Yep, making pour overs at work, bro. I'm not playing. Do I look like I'm playing? So, as the water hits what it needs to hit, go ahead and see if y'all can see that. There we go. We're gonna hit it with some waters for the first bloom. So, go support your local coffee shop slash roasteries, Lavender Coffee Boutique. I actually have a really cool location, the one I went to, and it's cozy, it's nice and tight, but it's nice and clean. Definitely a good spot. Go check them out. Let's go. Oh, smells are already hitting, bro. Yeah, some of that, some of the bloom. The bloom. Ah! Okay, and like I said, I be eyeballing a lot of shit. But yeah, and as I always got to say with this process, this way to make coffee, just take your time. Measure everything out as much as I can. I I do want to get to the point where it's getting weighed on the scale as the water's pouring too. But it's better for me to learn. Just trying to eyeball it first, and then we'll get down to things. This is a literal science. Overs to me are literal science. And as far as me using Copa, I think I want a roastery where I get a coffee shop. Roastery. I want a roastery. I really want to learn how to roaster. I think that's it, every part of coffee counts, from the farm to the location, elevation, volcanic soil, high mountains, right? And then when I feel as if when the green bean, because all coffee starts with the green bean, and if you don't know it by now, it starts with a berry of sorts. Coffee bean comes from a berry, and then it turns into, after it's washed or processed, whatever process it goes through. it's a green coffee bean, right? And then after that, that's what gets sold wholesale to the roasteries. And at the roasteries is it's almost, can you unlock it? Can you do it good enough to for you to aid in this green bean to it do what it could potentially do? So to me, the roastery part is the crucial part. And I said, depending where, maybe depending on where you're standing, maybe everything is crucial. But it's just, yeah, I really want to learn that. I really want to learn that. I'm gonna figure out how to get myself in there, but we're gonna do it. You can hear it sizzling, ladies and gentlemen. Smells incredible. That smells incredible. Yeah, light on the packaging. I don't mind it. I love when they put the message in the back. They have a whole thing. Costa Rica. Costa Rica. Costa Rica. Let me make sure everything is kosher. As we know, we sawing it out here. Ooh, ooh. So smell. Maybe here with a little water. Doesn't look like it though. It's starting to look like it. Patience. Patience, ladies and gentlemen. And I think this would be a good time since probably the last time y'all see this set. But it's all good. This is not stopping. Just as I said in the last solo stream, you got to go dig other sites. We got to go find other artifacts. So that's what we're on next. But don't worry, we'll be good. This will continue on in different settings, maybe more than one, just because, But this whole idea, as I did it, as I mentioned it in the first episode of, like, I guess the pilot, you could call it, of this idea of me attempting to make some sort of coffee content. Started from coffee to me early on was always one of the positive influence that I got in my life, especially early on. And it was due to one of my mother's younger brother. And he would always get home super late. He'd either be partying or raving. He was that type of dude, you know what I mean? And he would always come with a DOS bar coffee. And he would pass out. I'd pour in a different cup, warm it up, and drink it and thoroughly enjoy it. This is how coffee has always played a part in my life in a very positive way. And I think this would be a good way to kind of leave this set. If this is the last time Music Copa Pour Over Series is going to touch this set or have him be around. So it comes from that. And I think it was a good time because the first episode, it was a good episode, right? Got to get off the ground. But the quality, the audio was a little weird. So yeah, coffee to me has always been a positive influence in my life, even in those times, right? Because I remember them. And he would always get mad that I would take his coffee after waking up. But, I'm going to do what I do. And I understand he was mad. I would be pissed too, you know what I mean? And so coffee's always been part of my life. And now that I look at the whole thing, kind of closer to me than I thought too. So it was one of those positive influence that I got to experience in my young age, right? I always remember, and I've been drinking coffee since then. So yeah, and I thought it was good to kind of repeat that, finish with that, as we wait for our pour over to do his thing. So yeah, that's why I like coffee. I don't just like coffee to like coffee. I don't like anything just to like things. That there's there should be a connection with me if I'm gonna like something. You know? And coffee's that to me. And it's great that here in the city, there's some great brands, great people out there really putting in that work for us to get world-class coffee. Okay. And even then, me stealing my uncle's coffee and reheating it up in a separate cup, that was the start of me using Copa, right? Because I would literally just go in my room, close the door, sit there, and just thoroughly enjoy it. Or sometimes even in the kitchen, right? Coffee was always, and he would always put cinnamon. That's another thing I remember. Wait it like one small time, and then we should be good. And then we can taste it, ladies and gentlemen. We can taste this cafe de Costa Rica. Shout out to those beautiful sisters running their farm, doing their thing, making sure people like me can even get this in my cup. I mean, that's another part I really like about this, the whole process. So yeah, we're just gonna let it down. So like and subscribe. I really am into coffee, and I'm gonna continue to do this coffee thing in different aspects. The next idea that will be rolling out here hopefully soon. It's going to be based on coffee, but I'm going to add a secondary element just to make it kind of interesting. And then that would be our, because right now I'm strictly on the pour over journey right now, like straight up. Like all I care about pour over. Don't get me wrong, I love an espresso. I love a well-made latte, and I love a cortado, right? Sometimes flat white, even though I feel like too much milk for me on the flat white. But cortado usually, or a well-made latte and espresso shot. But I've since I've started this idea, I've been on the pour overs heavily, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think we should be good. And then we'll do my favorite part of this episode. I get to drink some coffee. I haven't drank coffee today, y'all. What the fuck? No, I usually chill because I know I'm be well caffeinated and make sure we do it with y'all. And as I say, we'll support Lavender Coffee Boutique. Um, they're working with some great farms, you know. As long as you care ethically, the farms again, they're set, dude. I'm game. Come on, bro. Like, I'm serious. It's the whiff of the aroma. I don't know if you ever smell some really like, I guess, gourmet gummy bears or gummy worms. Smells like that, but it's a coffee bean, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. So, as I mentioned earlier, we're looking for the raspberry orange blossom silky body processed in honey. So make sure you keep that in mind. And when I say process, it's talking about the way it was cleaned out of either with the cherry or without the cherry. But this one was processed in honey, so it should give it a little more. You could definitely smell it. So we'll transfer this, clean it up before we go. Quick little transfer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll move this to the side. I'll back this up, and then and a key thing for me, as far as me obsessing about pour overs, I would say letting it cool down is kind of key in a pour over. I'm honest with y'all. I'm gonna do the first pour over. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Ah, you can do this with wine or water. That can't mix. I don't know if y'all can see the color, but again, kind of anejo, a really good, healthy anejo tequila, or even a bourbon or wine. I don't know if y'all can see the colors, but I'm telling you, it's a fruit bowl in my cup every time. Okay, okay, okay. I I'm getting that raspberry off rip. Mm. All right, a little hot, but I'm gonna go for the first sip. See what's going on in here. Mm. First sip, first sip, first sip. Raspberry on top, heavy. honey layer heavy. Trying to look for that silk body and that orange blossom. No, the orange blossom is like an aftertaste that like sticks to the roof of your mouth and tongue. Oh, yeah, there's the orange. See, as it cools down, the flavors really start doing this thing, you know? I'll pour a little more. Ah, i- if you would only know how satisfied my mind is right now. Calm. Really enjoying this coffee and these flavors, bro. Like it's unbelievable what you what's really in here right now. Shit, this delay is crazy. Damn. Beta kicking my iPad's ass. The light roast, processed in honey, raspberry, orange, and I'm getting all those. They're all right there. The raspberry, then the orange blossom, and then that silk body just gives all the ev- puts everything together, you know? Oh my God, bruh. That raspberry on the cool down, it's really kicking in, bruv. Oh man, I wish y'all can have a cup with me. I gotta pull up one more time. I mean, ah, got a little spill. My phone, my fault. So shout out to the Salimari Estate de Costa Rica in the valley of Cachi Osti. So it's a valley surrounded by volcanic mountains, elevation about 1,000 to 1,200. Women owned, known for the sustainability. It's been in the family since its fourth generation in the family, run by daughter and mother at the moment, and it's been around since 1920. And a big shout out to Lavender Coffee Boutique for doing their part in making sure I'm able to enjoy this with y'all today. And as I will continue to emphasize on the show, go check out your local stuff, your local grocery, your local coffee shop. Some good shit going on out here, bro. Especially if you love coffee just like me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the sun, enjoy your people. You know what I mean? Stay healthy out there, stay safe, drink water, of course, all that good shit, and some coffee if you want to. You want to get your mind blown, bro. But I go by HT, Mr. Olives, or Jesus, depending how well you know me or how close you get to me. This has been another episode of the Music and Copa Pour Over Series, episode 13, with a coffee from Costa Rica. Gracias, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.